Hey, this is Mr. Brown, and I'm going to talk to you today about how to navigate Google Classroom. Um, I'm showing you one that I'm a student as, because this is really the purpose of this video. This is looking at it as a student. I have separate videos on how to do it as a teacher. But if you're a student, you've got to figure out, okay, what do I need to do this? And if you go on the stream, this is the main page it's going to take you to. This is what most people will use. This is not the best one to navigate it as a student. The best one is usually going to be that Classwork tab. I'll talk about that in a minute. And a couple of key things to pay attention to on the main page. Yes, on the stream, it's going to have whatever's most recently posted. But what's important is it's going to say, hey, top left, it says no work due soon. Well, that's because I don't have anything that is due soon in the next couple of days, right? But if there's something due far off, it may not show up, or something that doesn't have a scheduled due date but you should be working on, it won't show up. And something that's late is not going to show up. So like I've got, hey, due March 16th were lesson plans. Now those were, I was emailed and those were postponed because we're out of school right now due to the coronavirus when I'm making this video. But you need to check and make sure, and not just look at this and like, oh, I'm good. There still may be stuff you need to be working on. So make sure that you're checking and you're aware of those things. The best place to go, though, to see your work and your assignments is the Classwork tab. So one of the things, too, that helps with navigating this, on the left, your teacher in most cases will have organized this by topics, right? They're going to have, hey, here's your syllabus, pacing guide, SMART goals, lesson plans. All of these things are there to help you and use it. So like if I ever need to go back and look at the syllabus, look, I can go and click on the syllabus, okay? And even though this is a classroom we've used over multiple years, this was posted in August of 2018, okay? So it's been a while since this was posted, but it's still there and it's still organized, and I got to it in one click. Same thing, pacing guides have their own category, stuff like that. Your teacher will set up the class for you. I usually have like classwork and resources and quizzes, and where we put our data tracking sheets, and try to make that as user-friendly as possible for y'all guys. So make sure that if you're a student in a Google Classroom, that you're going to this Classwork tab and using it, because it's just going to be a lot more user-friendly for you in most cases. The other thing I want to talk about is actually doing an assignment. So I'm going to go to lesson plans, and this is how you can do it. And there's a couple of different ways for this, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this one up here. That's just the top one listed. Even though I've already done it, but obviously there's several different things you can do. And actually, I'm not going to use that one because I can see here that this one's already turned in, and I don't want to unsubmit it and mess with that. So let me go and actually use this one that's missing, because that'll be better for me to play around with. Okay. If you ever have something that like you turn in on paper and your teacher posts on Classroom and you've already got it done, you can click that mark as done box. Obviously, don't click it if you need to turn something in that you didn't turn in, okay? Because then you're still going to get a 0 because you didn't turn it in. But add or create is that plus box. And so you can literally create a new file, and it will already attach it for you, of whether you need a Google Doc, a Google Slides, Google Sheets, Google Drawings. And I'll be talking with you a little bit about how to use each of these tools in separate videos. But you can create each one of them, and when you do, it will automatically attach the file. So like if I create a Google Doc, you'll notice that, hey, it's going to already attach it. Which is really nice. The other thing is, a lot of times your teacher may already have a template made for you, and you can, if they made a copy for each student, you can either click directly on the template and be like, okay, kind of like this just made me the assignment that I'm going to turn in. All right, and this is right here, so here it is, right? And I can go and I can type my paper or whatever it is I need to do, which is really nice. But then I can also go back. If my teacher had made a copy for me, it'd already be there, and I just had to click on it. If they gave me something that I can view and I need to make a copy of it, once I open that document, all I got to do is File, Make a Copy, and then I rename it, okay? And I'm probably not going to name it copy of. I'm going to name it. So I'm just going to call, for example purposes, my assignment. And then I recommend you organizing this in your Google Drive. And I'll have probably a separate video talking about how to use Google Drive, how to organize it, why it's important to organize it, and those sort of things, okay? And I'm actually not going to hit OK. That's actually what would make the copy, but I don't need this, so I'm just going to hit Once you've created your assignment, one thing that is extremely important is remembering to turn it in. Okay, and I know this is really simple, but you'd be surprised how many times students struggle with this. You're not going to get it graded by your teacher if you don't hit the turn in button. Now, you need to make sure that number one, it's attached. If your directions were to ask you for multiple things you need to attach, you need to make sure they're all attached, not just one of them. So make sure everything's attached and everything's there, and then hit that turn in button. Okay. So it is, it's usually green or blue or something. It's usually solid color. It's right here. This is what it looks like. This is exactly what your screen's going to look like unless Google updates it. But for the time being, this is exactly what it looks like. And you're going to click that turn in button. Okay. So when you're ready, and then lesson plans for the week of March 23rd. And then if I was actually turning this, I would click turn in. And when you have it turned in, it will go, instead of being red for missing, it will be complete, and it will be, I believe, green is the color that's in, but it's not going to say missing if you turned it in. So that's how you know. And always check on these things, okay? Hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any further questions, and I can try to answer those. Thank you, and y'all have a great day.